Good morning, students. We are discussing about the cell organelles. We having some cell organelles. Important parts are mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, and centrioles. We are discussed some of the parts. That is, the very first is endoplasmic reticulum. It is found in living cells except prokaryotes. It consists of large network of the membrane bound tubes. It is of two types: smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. We are having some functions. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in transport of materials. Rough endoplasmic reticulum provides space to ribosomes for protein synthesis. And then we are having the difference between smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. The next important organelle is the Golgi bodies. It is a complex of vesicles and tubes. It is a factory assembling of cells. Structure: it is having two terms, convex phase and concave phase. Convex phase characterized by small vesicles and concave phase done by the big vesicles. So I am showing you the convex and concave vesicles. The functions: it helps in formation of lysosomes and it helps in assembling and packaging. Okay. Next we are coming to the lysosomes. What are lysosomes? Lysosomes are the single walled spherical vesicles, contains various enzymes. So they are known as the secretion of digestive enzymes. The main function is the digestion of material, and lysosomes keep the cell clean by destroying all old organelles. They are also called suicidal bags. Very important. They are also called suicidal bags because if any disturbance in the cell occurs, it releases some hormones which burst itself and causing the death of cell. Hence it is called the suicidal bags. It is known as suicidal bags. Next very important term we are coming is the mitochondria. These are the powerhouse of cell, that is for the formation of energy. Hence it is known as the powerhouse, from where in our terms, what is the powerhouse? From where electricity comes. In terms of cell, who provides energy is known as the powerhouse. So mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell because it produces energy for the cell. It is a long rod shaped organelles having inner and outer membrane. Inner membrane has many foldings known as cristae. Inner membrane has many foldings known as cristae, which helps to increase the surface area used for the ATP generation. ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Mitochondria contains its own DNA and ribosomes. So full form of DNA is deoxyribose nucleic acid. What is the function? Only one function is there. The main function of mitochondria is to manufacture ATP for the cell. Now you can see the structure. It is the 3D structure and it is the 2D structure. But you have to prepare only this 2D structure. This is the detailed structure, thus B part. It is a two-layered membranes. This is the inner layer and this is the outer layer. Two layers are there, inner layer and outer layer. Inner layer has many foldings. You can also see here the inner layer has many foldings known as cristae. This inner layer contains its own DNA having some ribosomes. These holes, these circles are ribosomes and generally known as F1 particles, which are used for generation of ATPs, of ATP, which are used in generation of ATPs. Next we are coming to the ribosomes. These are the protein synthesizing machinery of the cell. They help in the protein synthesis. Where ribosomes are present, that helps in protein synthesis. They are found in living cells because they are the site of protein synthesis. Each ribosome consists of smaller and larger units, but their composition is different in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. You have seen about the ribosomes in the smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum. When I am showing you the endoplasmic reticulums, these small circles are denoted by ribosomes. If they are present on any surface known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, which helps in formation of protein synthesis. Okay, so this is very important. The ribosomes helps in the protein synthesis. The next very important organelle is vacuoles. Vacuoles means vacant space. These are the storage sacs. Storage sacs means where the extra food or the stored food which can be used later can be stored in the vacuoles. These are very large single membrane bound bodies present in cytoplasm of plant cells. In animal cell, the size of vacuole is very small. What is the function of vacuoles? They store mainly cell sap and provide rigidity. Many important minerals, salts and other soluble substances are also stored in it, and it maintains the concentration of salt and water in the cell. They can store amino acids, proteins and sugars. So vacuoles are present in plants which can store amino acids, proteins, sugars, etc. And second important point is they provide rigidity to the cell. One more organelle present in plant is the plastids. They are double membrane organelles having its own DNA and 70 S ribosomes. They are of two types, leucoplast and chromoplast. Leucoplast are the colorless white plastids which don't participate in photosynthesis. They only store the reserve food like starch, glucose, protein, fats, etc. Chromoplasts are the colored plastids due to presence of pigments, and they participate in photosynthesis. They also impart or they also gives the color to leaves, plants, fruit, stem, etc. The green colored plastid is known as chloroplast, which is having a very important green pigment called chlorophyll. This is the chlorophyll which helps in formation of photosynthesis, which helps in the photosynthesis process. So this is the structure of plastids which are having some stroma, and these are known as the thylakoids, or generally this is the structure of green plastids, green colored plastids known as chloroplast. In my last topics, we came to the end of this chapter. Next is the cell division. I hope so we can do in the next video.